I've been doing a lot of videos lately, and this is my way to push my content out to the masses to help me with my comedy career. I realize podcasts are the way to go, and I'm doing something different. I ain't got the microphone and all that stuff. We're not doing that. We're doing it a different way. But I need your help. Like, comment, subscribe, all of those good things help with the algorithm, push me out to more people. But today's subject is Harland Williams. Harland Williams, okay? He was on a show. It comes on every Monday. I'm not going to point out the show because I don't want to get banned, okay? But the show last night was a good show. And it wasn't from the comedians, and it wasn't from, I almost said his name. It wasn't from the panel. It was simply Harland. And what I want to say about it is I've been in this city for a long time, and I've seen the type of comedy that's being pushed. And again, comedy is 100% subjective, okay? What you might think is funny, I might not think is funny, and vice versa, right? And that's okay, because there's no one way to do something. I've learned to sit back and try to take something from every single genre under comedy. But last night, for Harland to call out so many different things, I was highly impressed, because that normally doesn't happen. That normally is not happening at all. One, he called out somebody for being a character, over the top character, and retelling a punchline. Even though it was a joke, retelling a punchline. You also have low-hanging fruit race jokes. Normally, it is applauded in this arena. It is applauded in this realm. But for someone, Harland, to call it out in real time was amazing to see. It was multiple people that were on this platform that thought, and before it worked, right? You say black people are lazy. You say black people are late. You say Asian people can't drive. You say Jewish people are greedy. You say these type of things and you normally get a big pop. But for whatever reason, last night there was no pop. And I sat back with a smile on my face, because I was like, finally, someone being able to speak freely without consequence. I've said this for the longest. I don't feel like the community. How do I say this? I got to say this correctly. I don't understand sometimes certain comics and their comedy. And it's not for me to figure out. It's not for me to figure out. But I was just highly impressed that someone called out what a lot of people have been saying behind the scenes. A lot of people are afraid. They do not want to get banned. They do not want to not have an opportunity to get to that next level. So I understand. Even me, like when I first came out here, I was very vocal. And I realized if you have to live, you don't have to live anywhere. I could go anywhere. But I chose to come here for the opportunities. And when you get here, you have hopes and dreams, and you see things from a different light. But now when you see them with a clear mind and clear view, you realize what it really is. So I was just highly impressed at Harland for calling out bullshit. There's so many different things that we could talk about. Even me, I'm working on being more storytelling based, more talking about my family than easy, low-hanging fruit sex jokes. Easy, low-hanging fruit sex jokes. Those, like, that's the beginning. the bare minimum to me. On like another thing is self-deprecation. I do not like that type of comedy, but I do have that some in my sets. But if your whole set is just look at me, poor me, I'm fat, poor me, I'm gay, that is a killer for me. I'm focusing on getting better as a comic. I was watching this video and it said that who you are around will start to bleed in to your own existence. I'm learning that I can't be around everyone. I can't be in a situation where my mouth will get me in trouble. Because all the things that Harland said on this episode is the things that I've been wanting to say for the longest. But when you don't have a platform as big as other platforms, it's gonna take you some time. So I've just learned, hold back and just applaud when you see great things happening. I mean, when Harland was roasting David Lucas, I thought that was it was fire to me. Because when you put someone on a pedestal as, oh, I'm the best roaster, I'm one of the best roasters, and then you see someone give, and I'm not even saying Harland's a great roaster. I just know that he's able to give and jab, right? He's able to jab back. But I've seen before someone that's considered a top roaster be the lowest on the totem pole against actual roasters. If you guys have ever watched Roast Me on YouTube, there are some strong roasters. And there's a pecking order within those roasters. And I look at Harland as someone that just from the episode, right? Honest, unfazed by repercussions, because he's already solidified in Hollywood, right? I remember watching him in Down Periscope. That's way back. He got old Hollywood money. So this new, he does benefit from it for sure. But I hope that moving forward, this easy, low-hanging race jokes by white comedians stops. I would hope that they would be more clever in their joke writing. But if you are surrounded by a group that thinks that this is the way to be funny is by being racial only, we got a long way to go. And that's gonna stop us from being one of the best comedy cities in the world. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what your thoughts are. If you watched it, if you know what I'm talking about, write it in the comments. If you don't, look it up. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I'll holler at y'all later.